In the next few videos, we're going to be discussing some of the math that you'll need to know in order to do well in chemistry. First, we're going to talk about the basic metric units. Then we'll review some fraction math, some scientific notation, which you may think of as exponents. Then we'll show how to do one-step metric conversions, and then two-step metric conversions. And then we'll look at a chart that may help you to simplify and check on your metric conversion math. Next, we'll look at how to compare American and metric units to find out which is larger and which is smaller. And finally, we'll look at the conversions between metric and American and metric units. These are very important mathematical concepts that you need to know for this course. So if you have some difficulty, there are more videos that are linked in our class, but also you might want to look up dimensional analysis, unit conversion, and unit analysis. Those are some of the common terms used for this type of math. For this video, we will only be looking at the basic metric units and the metric prefixes. What we call the metric system is also known as the Sistema Internacional, SI units. These are units that are commonly used throughout the world with basic numbers that are determined by an international committee. The three major basic units that we'll be discussing are those of length, volume, and mass. The basic unit of length is called the meter with the abbreviation M. Basic unit of volume is the liter, and it has the abbreviation L, and the basic unit of mass is the gram, abbreviated with the letter G. As you do in calculations, it's important to remember those three basic units because we're always going to go through the basic unit to get to the next one. Next, we're going to look at the metric prefixes. The metric prefixes will be placed in front of the basic units, and they can be written as the full word or the abbreviation. We are only going to use 5 of them. We don't do all of them in this class. So we will be focusing on the kilo, which is the only one we'll look at that's larger than the base unit. And then we'll have the deci, centi, milli, and micro, which are all smaller than the basic unit. The multipliers that we'll be using are the ones that you see at the end, which are in scientific notation. You'll need to recall that scientific notation tells us how many zeros are there, and we're going to be using those as multipliers. So what's going to happen is the abbreviation K stands for 1,000. So for a quick example, 1 kilometer is equal to 1 km is equal to 1,000 meters, and that is equal to 10 to the third meters. We could also look at centigrams. So 1 centigram is equal to 1 cg, centigram, which is equal to 1/100th of a gram, and that is equal to 0.01 of a gram, or what we would say in exponential notation, 10 to the negative 2 of a gram. The next video will have a short review of fraction calculations and of scientific notation.